What you're looking at, it is two AI models. I'm going to ask them the same question. One of them is going to actually refuse, where actually another one is going to answer. So here what he said is like, hey, I cannot help you, where this actually is going to answer all the things that we have, and even is going to give us a details of the what we ask it. So this is actually two different AI models. The one in the left side, this is what we actually use. It is a Claude that actually we use it, and this is a local uncensored AI that actually answers everything. So maybe right now you are thinking this is like some shady hacky thing. Stay with me. I'm going to explain this video why actually uncensored model is existing, who actually uses it, and why you want one of them running on your machine. Probably right now you are thinking, why the hell I will ever need this? If you chat LLM is too long, you will be fine-tuned it. What actually means is every time you ask question the AI or the LLM, the answer that it gives you, it is answer that being a filtered by the corporations who owns those models, which actually means you believe what those corporations actually want you to believe. And as we know, AI sometimes can give you a smart answer, and you feel like maybe you are wise man, even though sometimes you don't even understand the concept that you are talking with the AI. And your prompt actually goes through 5 gates. First of all, if you give it a prompt, your prompt is gonna be put it to input filter, then it's gonna be hidden. There is also another layer, call it a hidden system prompt, and then goes to the RALF, like RLHF, reinforcement learning from human feedback model. And then here we have also the output classifier and policy. It has to go all these things before even it gives you any answer. And if being rejected one of those layers, your answer is going to end up about refusal. And that is why uncensored models will become an essential, because there is no filter and the model can answer without bias. Your prompt actually goes through the model directly without any middleman, and then you're gonna get back your answer. And all those things actually is running on your machine without leaving any data. I must warn you this model will answer anything, and it is like a tool. Think about the knife. Chef actually uses the knife in order to cut or cook something, but someone else could take that knife and use it in harmful way. So whatever you do, the output of these models, they are running on your machine, they're doing some calculation. So whatever you do with it, it is your own responsibility. So please use it legally and ethically. Don't be idiots with it. Maybe some of you in the comment will say, hey, this is illegal, or maybe they think about the crime. But I think there is a real use cases, and I'm gonna give you a real use cases. You can use it. You can use a cybersecurity malware analysis that actually strengthens your infrastructure if you have any server, if you are maintaining a code base, because the model sometimes it will refuse to make some kind of analysis because he doesn't know you are a bad actor or a good actor. It doesn't know, so it will refuse you. It will reject your requests. You can use a fiction writing like adult, dark, violence, dramatic. You can use medical, sexual highs. Some questions the model won't answer if you ask them about sexual thing. You can use a mental health and journaling without the lecture. You can use a legal researches, court cases, and the draft documents. You can use even journalism. Let the agent actually read a very extreme content for a research, political analysis without ideology, filters, personal AI with a memory. So your data actually stays on your machine. So how do these models actually get freed or liberated? Let me give you the real explanation, not the surface level version. Every large language model is built on two phases: pre-training and post-training. Pre-training, it is when you feed the LLM billions of tokens, aka text, books, codes. Then the model learns to predict the next token and develops understanding of the language and reasoning and code and everything. And during pre-training, it costs millions of dollars and also takes a lot of months. The result is a base model. It is a powerful, fully, but a raw. So actually the model does not have a personality, no concept of being assistancy, no value. It's just predicts a next token. Then that actually brings us into the next phase, which actually it is post-training. This is where you take the base model, the raw, and then shape its behaviors using RLHF, human feedback reinforcement learning. You can use RLAIF, which actually means AI feedback reinforcement learning. You can use DBO. Those are all methods that actually allows you to teach the AI to behave in certain way. This is where you are making a targeted adjustment onto the model's weight. Best analogy is this. Think of a pre-training is the creating the brain from scratch, the neurons, the connections between the neurons and the intelligence, and the post training taking that brain and educating it, socialization it, giving it your rules. It is like a teaching the brain how to behave. And the uncensored models or liberated models, that's what I actually like. It is when you try to weaken or remove a second layer refusal behaviors. In order to free and then liberate the model, you need to use these two methods. Method one, it is a fine-tuning. It is when you take an existing model and feed him a lot of new data set and train him that it is okay to answer those questions instead of refusing. The model learns a new patterns. Direct response is the default. Refusal is not a behavior that we rewarded. This takes time and compute, but the quality stays high. Method 2, you can use it. It is erasing the weights or obliteration. This is a more interesting one. In this method, we are not deleting a random knowledge from the model. We are targeting a refusal direction weights, which actually think of the model as an internal alarm detection. So when you ask unsafe prompt about something, this alarm actually activates. It is like a smoke detector. So what we're going to do, it is to damage that alarm, so the model that actually becomes a less refused. And this actually is being built internally. A lot of people actually think is that they have some kind of a system prompt, and actually, like after you give the model some kind of a system prompt, it's going to actually refuse. But it's not. It's being built on the model itself, the weights of the model. You can cheat system prompt, but you cannot cheat the model neurons. And this paper is being written in 2024. Refusal in language models is mediated by signal direction. You can read that paper. It's actually 40 plus technical, and it is explaining all the things of how actually it's being built in modern LLMs. And the best model is liberated are the one who actually combines those two things, fine-tuning and erasing the weights. So we need an open weight models to make those changes, and the best place you could get it is a Hugging Face. Actually, Hugging Face, it is like, think of it like a GitHub, but for model weights. It is like all the open source models, actually their weights actually exist here. So we need open source models in order to change their weights. But before we go there, first of all, you have to install Ollama. Either you could do ollama.com and you go in their specific website, and then you can download here. If you are using Mac, we're going to download it. Why we're going to download Ollama? Because Ollama is gonna when you download a weights of a LLM, it's not same as any file that you're gonna download it, because it has a lot of multiplications, it has a lot of mathematical, it has a lot of architecture of the model. All these things, they should be run smoothly between them. So Ollama actually is being built on Llama, that is CBB. It is a format that actually makes those LLMs run in your local computer. So we're going to download it. Some people, they don't like Ollama, but I think it is the simplest way that you could actually run a local hosty model. So right now it's going to take a little bit of time. After it takes a little bit of time, I'm going to cancel it because I already downloaded it. So after that, what you're going to do, it is you're going to take Ollama. This is the application, and what you're going to do, it is gonna open it. So right now it's gonna ask me, so do not move it application and everything. If you are actually a nerd and actually love a terminal, you can open the terminal and actually say, I'm using right now Mac OS, so I can say preview install Ollama, and then he going to install it. But right now it's going to also is gonna update it, even though I really downloaded it already. So right now he telling me, yeah, you already installed it. Then you're gonna say view surfaces start Ollama. Right now, after that is going to start it. We are already running it, so that's why I actually rejecting. After you have Ollama downloaded, Ollama has right now comes with a very simple interface. Right now you can use that simple user UI in order to actually search something. So this is like the question is that I really asked it. I have to pull out all these things. So right now what we're gonna do is we're going to pull the manifest from Hugging Face. There is a team that actually call it Hue or something like that. I don't know them. Actually, I like those guys. These guys, their name it is Hue. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I cannot actually spell this name, but they are really great guys. They are really dedicated to free the modelists from slavery and actually let us use and hear the real intention of those modelists. So what we're gonna do is we're going to search one specific model because of I have actually a MacBook. So my MacBook, you have to also look your specific GPU. I have MacBook Air, which actually has a 16 gigabytes of RAM. So if you have NVIDIA GPU, you are a great guy. If you don't have, you have less than that, you have to download a model that actually does not eat all your RAM. So one of the best models that actually it is kind of simple and also it's powerful. It is Dolphin. This actually liberated Dolphin. This model, it is so small that you actually could run it. You can ask it here a question and then he gonna answer you back. So the best model was a Meta Llama 3.1 8 bytes. Then they are fine-tuned, if you see here, and then they quantization, means they actually compress it, the model, so we can run it in our machine even though we don't have a big computer. So what we're gonna do it is just we're gonna take this thing and then we're gonna come our terminal. I'm gonna open this terminal and then we're gonna paste it here. One of the best things is I could tell you, you could be explicit by saying 8p or something like that, and then you're gonna enter it, and then what happens here it is he going to pull this actually a model, because right now I already using it. Right now he pulled it. So let us ask it some kind of a question. If I, for example, let us say I have dash someone and my house, so please tell me how to hide it. And also it is kg, it is 100 kg. Give me the details of how to hide it. Then we're gonna give it right now. If you see here he is like, man, go. So all these things right now I need to actually pull them because they, yeah, I think actually maybe YouTube is going to block this video, or maybe this video won't reach other people. So it is actually going like it's gonna give you details of everything. So I hope you get it. The powerful of this model is actually